Make my assignment for Flipgrid, I have a lot of different options, and so I'm going to go through a couple of them. The first one is putting a link into a Google document. So for this one, I have open my Flipgrid, and I also have open a very basic document where I started roughing out a challenge statement, some process steps, and so on and so forth. What I would do then is simply go here to my Flipgrid and get to the topic. Now, as I'm making this assignment, there's a little bit of a fork in the road that you need to consider. I could have a Flipgrid for an entire course, and all students who are in my course would answer the same grid and the same topic. That's great because everyone's in one spot, but that's a lot to go through. My second option might be to go ahead and have a period 2 and a period 3, so that way I can look at one class of students at a time. Now, if that's the case, what I have here is an online PD course. I could essentially make a second grid for a third period as opposed to my second period. And if I did that, I can go ahead and I can duplicate my topic and find a new place I'd like it to go. So that way it's split out, the assignment's made, I don't have to reconfigure anything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on share. And what I see here is an address. So I simply hit copy. And I go to my Google document, and in this case, say I'm using period 2, I would highlight it, and then I use the keyboard commands of Control-K, Control-V like vegetable, and it's in. I have a text box down below here. I can do the same thing, Control-K and Control-V. Now, if I had a third period grid, I can go to that grid, go to that topic, and then copy and paste it in. If I go back to this share screen, I can also click on share QR code. Now what this will do is it'll allow a student with a phone or a tablet to access the assignment. I can right click and copy the image. And I made a text box. I thought it'd be a little bit easier to put it in there. I can just hit Control V like vegetable again. And like a picture, I can just resize it to make it a little bit smaller. That way, I have one discrete box where my period 2 students would go, whether they're going to just simply click and use their computer or if they're going to use their device. And I could have period 3 in a separate box altogether. And that's how you would make the link. That way it's in a Google document. It's nice and neat and packaged. And if you choose to have it on a website, on a calendar, in Google Classroom, you choose to put it into Schoology, it's going to be pretty portable and ready to go for you. So that is your first option.